Hello, welcome to my first video for middle school and high school methods. And today we had chapter 7, which is called Conducting Your Rehearsal. And so yeah, let's get into it. So we talked about first effective rehearsal techniques, and it's something we've been talking a lot towards the end of elementary methods, but now just starting back with classes, we have touched on some of them, but not all of them yet. So first, we go through this chapter talking about 4 of them in different sections. So basically tuning and warming up, reviewing old material, introducing new materials, and sight reading or improvisations. And then this chapter goes on and tells us about how a teacher should split up their periods and how long you should ideally go over certain things. So basically warm up and tuning, if I recall correctly, it's 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and then they just give us a lot of how long it should be after a certain thing. But one thing I got out of this chapter was about stretching during warm-ups. It doesn't always have to be playing, which is something I've experienced in my high school orchestra, where we all it was not always, but some rehearsals we would stretch before playing. But it also reminded me of a course that I took at Fred, and it had to do with mindfulness in the body. And while stretching, I feel like one thing you could do is like remind students that there's a difference between like sharp pain or feeling uncomfortable, because there's a huge difference that also goes into playing, where students might feel uncomfortable, but it's just them getting used to a new muscle compared to them, I guess, feeling that sharp pain, which leads to either tendonitis or carpal tunnel. So yeah, I thought that was very interesting in something I've come to learn attending Fredonia, and then seeing that it could be applied to your students in a classroom. But also another thing that I find interesting in this chapter is during class we usually go over how every symptom has a cause, and when it comes to just rehearsing, there's always going to be things you could look out for and things that are symptoms. And something I like about the chapter is that it gives us like a whole like list of things that could be what is causing these certain, I guess, issues. So like in tuning, it's like not tuned properly. Like a symptom could be, no, a cause could be not tuned properly or not listening to the chord. What else? Poor posture, correct poor posture for bomb players. Improve right hand arm level. Right hand level is too high or low to contact string at optimal point. Adjust arm level as needed. So yeah, it was a lot of like the issue and then what might cause it. So yeah, I feel like that's very interesting when it comes to just creating a lesson plan and knowing your students and what they tend to struggle with and how to effectively make time to fix it during class. But yeah.